What's up, guys? That's set up. Music. This up. Hey, guys. All right. Okay. Oop. All right, how's the volume, guys? Can you hear me okay? Put a 1 in the chat. Yay, I'm back. Rain in California. What's up, Ronnie? What's up, Joe? Awesome. Awesome, Ashley. What's up, guys? How was your guys' Christmas? Yeah, it's been... volume good. Okay, awesome. Yeah, it's been good in St. George. Just a little bit of rain, but no snow. So we got a lot of snow when I first came out here, so that was more than enough for me. Go up here. So unfortunately, Zanny won't make it tonight. She, fortunately, her dog's been in the hospital. Poor thing. So I appreciate you, Karen, and everybody. Stepping up. Bell from what's up, Bell? What's up, Peggy? All right, just wait for a few more people here. Let's see how many we got in here. Okay. Da-da-da. Mama stole my blanket. Uh-oh. So, as we wait for a few more people to get in, so I'll go over the missing first, and then we'll start into the show. So, looks like we got Denise St Pierre, and she was traveling from Phoenix, Arizona to Florida. It is believed that there was an argument between her and a companion, and she was left in Bonifay, Alabama alone. No response from her cell phone. She may be trying to make her way back up to Phoenix via I-10 or I-40. If you have any information, please call the number below. A lot of snow. Oh, wow. In Washington. South Carolina. Nice. Boy, I bet it's cold in Canada. So, yeah. So, it looks like she was traveling back to Phoenix, and somewhere along the way got... they had an argument, so they still think that she could be traveling anywhere from Arizona to Phoenix, so to keep a lookout for her. And then we got Lisa Pollock. Last contact was on Christmas. Oh, that's sad. When she made an SOS call from a Chevron station in Wickiup. I have never heard of that. Wickiup, Arizona. Family and friends have not heard from her since. She was wearing a tan hoodie and blue jeans. Oh, that's terrible. Christmas Day sent an SOS call from a Chevron station. So anybody in Phoenix, or in Arizona, I guess, Wickiup, be on the lookout for her. Let's pop this out real quick so I can see the chat. Here we go. We'll do it like that. And pull this out so I can see you guys. All right, so we got Jill. What's up, Jill? Take a sip here. So I'm feeling a little better. Not 100%, so I apologize if I'm a little slow today. But I got a pretty good show. I think I got one more missing person we'll go over here, and then we'll start the show. So this is Ryan Larson. Ryan has been missing since May 17th of this year from the area of 78th Street, Terry Drive in La Vista, Nebraska, after he wandered off from an elementary school. He was last seen wearing a blue jeans, Old Navy shirt, and a black jacket with orange on the shoulders. Ryan is autistic. Oh, that's terrible. If you have any information, please contact the La Vista police. So age 12, hazel eyes, brown hair. So be on the lookout for anybody that's in Nebraska. Oh, let me put that. What's up, Ellerin? All right, so let's get into today's show here. So I'll start off with going over some police sketches, and then that'll lead into my main subject with the Delphi case and everything. And so, what's up, Karen Vickers? Chris, just turned you on. Yeah, that's a good question, Karen. Yeah, I just looked up these real quick just before I got on, so I don't know too much of their stories. So maybe if we've got time, maybe we'll go look and see what's going on. So, in the 1880s, a French criminologist, Alphonse, painstakingly recorded the physical characteristics of Parisian prisoners, an early practice that would evolve into police sketches. So I guess that's when it started, when they started sketching criminals. So the FBI cites an eyewitness sketch of Timothy McVeigh as a crucial piece of evidence that eventually brought the mastermind of the 95 Oklahoma City bombing to justice. An eyewitness interview is the most important step in a police sketch process. Forensic artists who create police sketches may also jog interviewees' memories by showing them mugshots of previously incarcerated criminals or celebrities with a similar facial features. So this is huge right here. So police sketches don't have a great track record for accuracy. According to one estimate, hand-drawn composites by trained artists are roughly 9% accurate in terms of producing a recognizable likeness to the suspect. So 9%. So it's basically 1 out of 10. So, and it's not necessarily a question of forensic artist skill. Even if Leonardo da Vinci were creating police sketches, accuracy issues would still crop up. The major roadblock to creating spitting images of suspects rests not in the forensic artist's hands, but the victim or witness memory retrieval process. Which is true. I've got a terrible memory. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Yeah, feeling better. So, if you think about a human face as a chess set, our brains don't capture that image as a collection of knights, pawns, and other discrete pieces, which would rely on our recall memory. Memory that requires no priming, such as being shown a picture of someone and asked to identify it. Instead, our brains summon our recognition memory, which relies on cues such as spotting someone on the street in order to form the associations that will allow us to put, for instance, names with the faces. For that reason, we might all know what Brad Pitt looks like and easily identify him strolling down the street, but we would have a much harder time describing his appearance from scratch, which is true. Let's see, TM says, I turned to my husband that looked like the sketch. I asked if there anything you want to tell, if you want to tell me something. He said, not him. I said, you might want to stay home. Nice. All right, so our first sketch here. So this is Brian David Mitchell. And he is the one that kidnapped Elizabeth Smart. Which is crazy because that happened in Utah, and that's where I live. And because I've lived in Utah most of my life. I just went to Ohio for a couple of years, but I was living in Murray, Utah, which is real close to where they found Elizabeth. But from the sketch, as you can see, this is kind of what he'd look like when the family, when the family was working with him. He was kind of like panhandling one day. And then, what's the father's name of Elizabeth? I can't think of his name. But the family took him in and gave him some work. And then one night he snuck into Elizabeth's bedroom and kidnapped her. But as you can see, this is what he ended up looking like over here. And I got some more pictures. So here's them. This picture is sad because look at her poor face right here. So he had stole her from the home, and then they went up to the mountains for a couple of months. And she could remember hearing like the helicopters going overhead. And she was kidnapped in 2002 of June. Yeah, the sketch does look like a boogeyman. Yeah, it's, they do that for a reason, though. There's always usually, some of the better artists, they try to, so it sticks in your head, with some of these sketches. But this picture was actually taken at a party in Utah. So what they did is, because she was missing, she was kidnapped for, I think, 9 or 10 months. So they went to the mountains for a few months, and then for the winter, they traveled to, I think, California, and then they came back to Utah, and he was actually going to take her, I think her cousin or someone in her family, because, he wanted more wives, and, he was going to have this little following. And so this picture was taken at a party they just went to, and they would just travel around. And so I'll get to my other story here in a second. So after she was rescued, Elizabeth's case helped make the Adam Walsh Act into law, which is pretty cool. So after her return, Elizabeth joined her father as an advocate for child protection. She lent her support to the Adam Walsh Act, which President Bush signed into law on July 27th, 2006. The act calls for nationwide register of SO. I can't say the name, so that's big. Before the tragic ordeal, Elizabeth's father was of the opinion that these bad things happened to other people and not him. But basically, they could happen to anybody. Oh, Ashley Shoemaker says, my sister got harassed because she looked like Casey Anthony? Really? Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. If you guys don't know Casey Anthony, she's like probably one of the most hated person in America. Or probably on the planet. At least in America. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, especially now she's free and everything. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna cover Casey Anthony. I've got some bits and pieces I'd like to go over on that case. Yeah, Karen. So this is crazy. So they found her and all Brian and Elizabeth and Wanda. They would just wander, like panhandling and stuff. So I lived in Murray. This is Murray right here. This is around where I lived. This is where Elizabeth was picked up, just off the road somewhere on 9th East. And I know at one point they used to travel like 900 East. And I swear at least more than once, I was probably at least within feet, like 100, 200 feet of Elizabeth, and had no idea. Because I used to drive along 900 East, especially during the weekends. I would go to a skate park that was in Sandy. So it's pretty wild once I heard where she was picked up. And just knowing that, they could have been just walking along and I could have just been driving down 900 East. And they could have just been just right on the sidewalk and I had no idea. So that's pretty wild. And here's the distance. It's just 10 minutes, So 10 minutes from where I lived is where she was picked up. But I'm sure I was a lot closer than that and just didn't know it. It was kind of wild because I was actually, the day that she got rescued, it was 2003 in March, and I was getting my PlayStation 2 fixed. And I remember going to get my PlayStation 2, and then the guy handed it to me. He said, yeah, they found Elizabeth. And keep in mind, she had been missing for, at that time, 9 or 10 months. And, it kind of, after the first couple months, it started looking grim. But her story, is pretty wild. Yeah, there was a lot of, Karen says they convinced Elizabeth her family didn't care and weren't looking. Yeah, poor Elizabeth went through a lot. Yeah. So I'm going to go over some sketches that are good sketches, and then we'll go over some bad sketches. So here's Timothy McVeigh, who was responsible for the Oklahoma City bombing. And this one turned out pretty good. I mean, the hair, the nose, the eyes. I don't know what was going on right here, though. I could see if it was like a half moon right here. But I don't know if this was supposed to be like a double chin, but everything else is pretty spot on. Hey, what's up, Gretchen? But yeah, so this is pretty good. So let's see, I think I got his story. So this actually helped because I think a highway patrolman had seen this sketch, and yeah, here it is. So after all, happenstance led an Oklahoma state trooper to pull over Timothy McVeigh less than 2 hours after the Oklahoma City bombing, but it was the composite sketch distributed by the FBI that eventually tipped off the law enforcement officers that they had the most wanted criminal on their hands. So that sketch turned out to be pretty good. But no matter how fine-tuned the police sketch methodology, the most crucial component of an accurate facial composite is an eyewitness memory, describing the face of someone who might have fled a crime scene or inflicted bodily harm on you might be erroneous process. The human memory can play tricks, erasing certain details and amplifying others, which is true, Could be small ears, but they had big ears, or, blue eye, But for instance, giving someone a beard when he had a mustache, or a square jaw when it was actually rounded. And for that reason, forensic artists must conduct preliminary... I can't talk. I'm sorry, guys. Interviews carefully and with sensitivity to elect as many precise facial details as possible. So this one was pretty good. This one, where the hairline... This is what sticks out to me. Oh, yeah, the chin, yeah. So this one's not too bad. I mean, I think the hairline is what, was really good. I mean, if this was by Eyewitness or somebody, that would have definitely stuck out to me. As you can see his hairline here. I think they got the eyebrows pretty good. The nose, mouth, not really. Let's see what you guys saying. Oh, Elizabeth, Claudia says, Elizabeth who? So that's Elizabeth Smart. I'll have to do a story on her. That she was kidnapped in 2002, and she was rescued in 2003. She'd been missing for 9 to 10 months. She was picked up in March of 2003. So yeah, it was a happy ending. So, but she went through a lot, sadly. So here's another sketch. Here's Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. Yeah. So they got the curly hair pretty good. My nose itches. And they definitely got this kind of like the cheekbone structure here. Pretty good. The eyes, but I like I said, they do this. I was gonna pull up some articles, but I didn't get a chance. But I know sometimes they do sketches like this to where they want to, it's almost creepy, so it sticks in your head. So that way you can remember and go, oh yeah, that's what that looked like, the sketch. And then, so the eyes stand out, but what I think, they got the curly hair, definitely the cheekbones here. Yeah. Yeah, who said that? Gretchen, face shape is oval, but dude is square. Yeah. But they got the hair right. And I think this would have stuck out with me too, is those cheekbones here. Because you can kind of see them here. No problem, Claudia. So... this one's interesting. So, I don't know what this guy did. I didn't get a chance to research it, but this is Charles Rayford. So this is like probably the most spot on ever. It was so good that when he saw it on the news, he actually turned himself in. That's how good of a composite sketch this was. This is Charles Rayford. I don't know what he did, but that is pretty good. I mean, now obviously you got to give credit to the witness, whoever, because I think this goes with the witness and the artist as well. But that a little bit bigger nose, but everything else, the hairline, yeah, that's pretty good. I think, yeah, if you just the nose and the mouth just a little smaller, it's just practically spot on. Yeah. So let's see, back it up. So here's a few more of sketches that ended up being pretty accurate. I'm not sure these two are, but I believe this is Elaine Warnos, who used to murder a bunch of men. But most of these are, this is pretty good here. This one's dead on accuracy, pretty good. And then her, yeah, this one was done really well. This guy put a lot of detail and a little bit of color to it. Good on the glasses. Yeah, yep. Yeah, they got this mustache pretty good here on him. Yeah, that's pretty good on her, and got her lips. Got the nose just about, dead on with that nose. Yeah, that's a good question, Karen. So now we come to this sketch. This is my favorite right here. So if you're wondering, this was not done by an actual artist. This was actually done by here, let me go to the story. So it came to be after a farmer's market stand in Lancaster, Pennsylvania was robbed in late January. A witness drew the above picture for police, which, as you can see, features 2 dot eyes, a tiny lined mouth, 1 ear, a cute little hat, and seemingly no actual helpful details. But the sketch, along with facial description of the thief, reminded at least one officer of the encounter with Hung Nayu-jin, who's 44. Police then showed the witness photos of a possible suspects, including Naiju-yin. The witness identified him, and the police issued a warrant for 2 counts of theft. So the guy at the farmer's market drew this, not a professional, but it led to his capture. And I remember seeing this. Seeing this on I think YouTube. It was hilarious when it popped up. I should have. If we get time, we'll have to go play the clip because I'm pretty sure it threw the news anchor guy off. But so now here's the sketch, and I don't know who this guy is, but here's the sketch, and clearly this is way off. Oh, Win? Yeah, I am terrible at names, guys, so I'm sorry if I butcher names. That is one thing I am terrible at pronouncing names. Now you win? Is that now you win? Yeah, that's a mouthful. Or is it just win? Yeah. But so here's this guy. This was I don't know. It's almost like she thought this, maybe the witness was describing a completely different person, maybe. But yeah, no mustache, completely different guy. So I just put, because if it's 9%, you round it up to 10%. Technically, you could say that 9 out of 10 sketches would be nearly incorrect. My old supervisor. Yeah. Kind of looks like a supervisor, doesn't he? Alright, I got itch my nose. Oh, yeah, before I get into that, let's look at the teddy bear bandits since William brought that up to me. So, let's see. Let's go over here. Where is he? There he is. There's our teddy bear bandit guy. Now, I don't know. Did they ever catch Teddy Bear Bandit? Apparently, he robbed a bank? I'll have to look up the story because I forget. This was 2013. But apparently he walked in and he was wearing a teddy bear hat like this. And... Oh, okay. Thank you, Sunshine. So, yeah. So, apparently he walked in. Here, did I still have the article pulled up? Oh, I do. Okay. So, let's see. Let's read the article real quick. The FBI's bank robbery task force is seeking the public's help to identify a robbery suspect who wore a unique hat during a bank robbery, earning him the nickname Teddy Bear Bandit. He's accused of robbing the J.P. Morgan Bank located in Houston, Texas on Tuesday, June 4th. The FBI is releasing Lois Gibson's sketch on the bandit and his hat. According to the FBI, the Teddy Bear Bandit forced his way into the bank at 6:34 while tellers were preparing to open the bank to the public. No customers were inside the bank at the time of the robbery. The bandit is accused of physically of one of the tellers with his gun and firing several shots into the wall of the bank. Oh, wow. As a result of the attack, the tellers sustained minor injuries. Oh, wow. No one was shot during the robbery. The Teddy Bear Bandit did get away with the undisclosed amount of cash. So he was described as a dark-skinned black male, 6 to 6'2", in his 20s, early 30s. Skinny build, he wore a black long-sleeve jacket and an unknown design on the back with white stripes around the cuffs of the jacket. So, offered $5,000. So... Now, I didn't see... Did they ever find who this guy was? William? It's because I pulled up this picture at just the last minute before I started the show, so I don't know the whole story, but I didn't see a face next to his, so... Yeah, teddy bear hat. Karen says, I might not remember much besides that darn teddy bear hat. Yeah! Oh, okay, not last I looked. Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure because I'm like, I would love to see the guy, do a side-by-side with him. That's pretty cool. All right, so go back to... Blow this up. Oop. Gretchen says, I saw a crime show where a guy spray painted his whole face with silver paint. Oh, wow. It's like something they would do on Mad Max. Fury Road. He dressed up for the robbery, yeah. So, now we'll kind of jump over into the Delphi cases because this kind of leads into... I kind of wanted to go back to the beginning because I remember someone talking about last week about how they'd hit the reset button, and I was kind of confused, and I'm going to make mistakes, so I apologize, guys, and I'll try to fix them when I do. Oh, thank you, Virginia. Yeah, feeling a little better. Still a little better in the last 2 days, but... So with the Delphi case, when I'd heard they had hit the reset button, I was kind of thinking, when I heard that, I was thinking they were talking about more recently, like this year. But then I was reading an article that an old a detective that's been, has like 15 years under his belt, and is retired now. He put an article on Reddit. It was pretty good, and Now, of course, has to be, a theory and speculation, of course. But I think it really it helps to make sense of the sketches and just everything that's going on with the Keegan Klein and everything. So I kind of want to go back, and I know some of this stuff you guys already know, but I think the whole picture will kind of help explain and answer some of the confusion. So the reset, like I said, when I heard that, I was thinking it was this year, but actually the reset happened in 2019 when they were doing this press conference. So what always made it confusing is we had these two sketches. And, we still, even today, and even I am guilty of it, comparing even this sketch here, to faces when law enforcement says, don't, forget about this sketch now and just focus on this one. But what's so unique about this case is you've got a sketch, but you also have a video. Unlike most cases, you just, you would have a sketch and that's it. But in this case, you actually have a sketch and, oh, thank you, Gretchen, for the $4.99. Thank you so much. So yeah, with this sketch here, it's so unique because this looks like the guy in the video. So it's so hard, when they tell you, hey, this is, don't worry about this sketch anymore. We've got this sketch that looks like him, which is, unique to this case. But the theory that this guy was talking about in the Reddit post is with the reset and everything, is before this 2019 reset, this sketch was for a particular person. Now, I use Daniel Nations as an example. It may not be him, but they clearly had someone in mind before 2019. I know, that's why I put the hat on, because that does really look like him. Kind of, with the mustache and everything. So what this detective was talking about is he theorizes with this sketch here that it looked like a particular person, and then they, either he got arrested doing something else, and, either the DNA or something, and it turned out that it didn't match up. And so before the 2019, so let's say it could have been Daniel Nations, because I think he was a, a person of interest. And it turned out that this lead didn't go anywhere. So now it had been, 2 years almost. So this is when Lisa, lots of love from Western Australia. Oh, thank you so much, Brady. Oh, let me, so now we hit 2019. So now this is when they come out and say, they give us this sketch here and say, forget about this sketch, because this was supposed to look like, a particular someone. And like I said, so it could have been Daniel Nations or somebody else. So now they want us to focus on this one. And, with sketches, they may not be accurate, but usually they try to get at least something that's in there that, maybe the ears line up, or maybe it's the nose. Everything else could be completely off, but it's just to hit at a certain something. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and read the chat at the same time. So now we come to Keegan. So we had the 2019 reset. And now we learn about Keegan Klein in his social media account. And this kind of makes sense now, because like I said, I thought the reset was more recent. But this makes sense because they arrested him in 2020. And so I think this is the new route that they were going. Now, obviously, he's not Bridge Guy, or I don't think he's Bridge Guy. But I think when they released this video, that the theory is that he has been in contact with Bridge Guy. and that there's a bigger ring of these predators, online predators, where, they do all this stuff with, this stuff here, the CP, and yeah, I can't say on YouTube. But so what they were doing is before his court date, because they knew his court date was coming up, is so now they released this, months before his court date. So that way they can, try and stack on more charges to Keegan with these 30, felony counts, to get him to work with law enforcement. Because if you remember, let's see, do I have my next one? Yeah. In this interview, he goes on to talk about, we may have talked to somebody, or you may have told, when he's talking directly to the killer, may have told somebody about what you did. And so I think he's referring to Keegan, or someone Keegan knows, and that Keegan is the guy that could possibly communicated with the bridge guy. Karen says, sorry if I missed greeting all of you. Glad you are here. Thank you, Karen. So, let's see what I got. So now, the question is he going to be working with law enforcement or not? Because now that says judge grants motion to move court dates for Keegan Klein after plea deal talk ends. So I think they're trying to, stack on more charges and try to say, hey, look, we'll give you, I don't think immunity, but they'll give him something, a lesser charge if they give up this bigger fish. Oh, Zanny. Melissa says, where's my other mod? Yeah, Zanny, unfortunately, she is at the veterinarian. Her poor dog is having some tough time right now. So his court date moved from December 16th. Now it's to February 24th. So, but if the plea deal talks ends, who knows if he's going to work with, as like a CI or something. But so hopefully that makes a little bit more sense of why those two sketches and why they don't want us to be using this sketch anymore, is because it was probably previously somebody else that turned out not to be who they were actually thought. So then they had to now hit the reset button. And now this is where we get Keegan Klein with the 2020 charges. And then they knew that they were going to be going to court. And so the public was going to learn. And so I think this is kind of why they kind of released this, plus to stack on more charges. And then I heard another theory that I wanted to go over just a little bit. There's also been a theory that they may already know who Bridge Guy is, and now that they're just kind of want to bring down a ring of these like online predators, and so it could be a good theory. I've heard a couple of channels talk about this kind of theory where they might know who Bridge Guy is now, and now they're just trying to get as many as they can. So hopefully we'll learn some more here when we get closer to Keegan's court date here, which is in 2 months away. Elrin says, exactly my theory. Yeah, it would be so nice if they know who this guy is and they're just trying to kind of finalize everything. I mean, I would be so nice. Because these poor girls have been through enough, and their families, I mean. Yeah. But so then I've got God, that went a little quicker than I thought it was. Jerry, they could get in trouble if he kills again when they could have arrested him. Yeah, true. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's been in jail. I don't know. Who knows? But I do know a lot more people have been talking about that theory that they're really just kind of finalizing everything, which would be nice. It's kind of aligns with my theory a little bit, but it definitely makes sense with the whole sketches and stuff, though, because I mean, we still, and even I've been guilty of, comparing this sketch when really, Indiana ISP doesn't, want us using the sketch anymore. But it's so hard because, he looks like the guy in the video. So that's why I feel like more people are prone to still go to this sketch because it's, it's got the hat and everything. Karen says, I was getting ready to say they should look at these up in the same cell as... Oh, yes, Maxwell. Yeah, she... So, yeah, let's look at that real quick. She was charged today, I think. I'm going to butcher her name. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to spell her name, but I'm sure it'll pop up. Oh, it just did a second ago. So let's see what happened with her. Now, this is 25 minutes ago. I'll pop up chat here real quick and then let's see what she's got. So let's see. Is this? Oh, where's the story at? So Maxwell guilty of trafficking a minor. Good. Justin Maxwell, a close confidant and longtime associate of S.O. Jeffrey Epstein, was found guilty on all but one charge. She was found not guilty on count 2, enticing a minor to travel to engage in illegal SA. Maxwell, 60, has pleaded not guilty to 6 federal counts, including trafficking of minors. The case against Maxwell relies mainly on the testimony of 4 women who say they were SA by Epstein when they were under the age of 18, and that Maxwell facilitated and sometimes participated in the... Yeah. That's good. I'm finally someone's getting served some justice. So let's see what it says here. Attorneys for Maxwell have already started working on her appeal. According to Bobby Sternham, one of Maxwell's defense attorneys, spoke briefly to reporters outside the courthouse Wednesday evening. Oh, so this is just barely. We firmly believe in Maxwell's innocence. Wow. Obviously, we're very disappointed with the verdict. We have already started working on the appeal, and we are confident that she will be vindicated, Sternham said. Yeah. It's just KJ. They want to sweep under the rug. Yeah. Did they find Summer Wells yet? I don't think so. Did they ever find out what the... Because they had found a body. I remember they found a body not too long ago. But... Oh, where was that? Where did they find the body? No, so I don't... Yeah, human remains found not far from... I think it was about 1 hour away from where the Wells live. There was a body found. But I don't think it's her. It's found in... What county was that? Knoxville. Oh, is this the guy? Oh, is this who the remains? Oh, okay. So this is the. I think this is who the remains are. Found in East Knox County. Were found in Knox County of Andrew Johnson Highway, according to the Knox County Sheriff's Office. So at least it wasn't her. Was called to the scene 5 p.m. where major crime detectives, forensic personnel, and medical examiner's office confirmed the remains to be human. Oh, the age, gender, time of death have not been yet determined. According to Spangler, the remains were taken to Regional Forensic Center where they'll be examined properly. Will be leading the investigation, which is in the I can't say preliminary stages. I cannot say preliminary today. So that's good. So at least we know that the remains they found were not Summer. Oh, here was the video right there. Now Prince Andrew is trying to get out of it. That one of the people claiming the abuse lives in Australia and not in the USA. And he thinks he should still be in the USA. Oh, wow. So, yeah, that's... So, let's see. What does it else say here? Maxwell was found guilty on 5 of the 6 charges. Let's see. Read all that. Judge Nathan did not set a sentencing date after reading the verdict. Maxwell still faces 2 pending perjury charges related to a 2016 civil deposition. Oh, so she's still got some more stuff to answer to. After the jury was dismissed, defense attorney Bobby Sternham asked the judge to set an order that Maxwell be permitted to receive a booster shot. Oh, okay. Anyway. Let's see. It's okay. Possible 40 years, 5 out of 6 guilty. Yeah, should be life. Sunshine says all these missing persons, then remains found that are not who they are looking for, tells us this is a serious thing that needs more attention worldwide. True. Very true. Melissa says, what surprises me about Summerwell's case is how little information has been released or even leaked by TBI or local PD. Yeah, they have been very tight-lipped, haven't they? But I definitely feel like it's getting the attention it needs. You've got the Bullhorn Betty out there, JLR. I know not a lot of people like him, but they're all out there right now. And I know that they actually talked to Don Wells either yesterday or the day before. But I believe they're packing up, if I remember right, that the Wells are going to be moving. I'm not sure where to. I know that, they have, it'd be interesting if they come here to Utah. Because her middle name is Summer. Middle name is Moon Utah. And they had lived out here. I know Don Wells lived out here for a while. Yeah, let me go back over the missing now that we got some more people in here. How many people we got in here? Oh, wrong one. Okay, 41. So yeah, let's go over the missing real quick. William says that is a rumor as of this date. What are you talking about? Them moving? The court case filed huge honors of people, company attached, more to come. Oh, okay. So let's go back real quick here. Oh, thanks, Melissa. Yeah, so just go along with the missing again. So we got Denise St Pierre, and she just went missing a couple days before Christmas. So she was traveling from Phoenix to Florida. It is believed that there was an argument between her and her companion, and she was left in Bonifay, Alabama, alone. No response from her cell phone. She may be trying to make her way back to Phoenix via I-10 or I-40. So here's, I guess this is I-10 and I-40 right here. So, yeah, so she could be traveling through Missouri, Louisiana, Texas. So a lot of states down there. Let's see. And then we got Lisa Pollock. So she was last contact was on Christmas this year when she made an SOS call from Chevron station in Wiki Up, Arizona. Family and friends have not heard from her since. She was wearing a tan hoodie and blue jeans. Oh, that's terrible. Karen says, Candace supposedly said her sister is buried under their old concrete driveway back in Utah? What? Oh my God. That's crazy. I wonder, I'll have to look into that. I have not heard that. Melissa says bones of half of a dozen or more missing people have been found so far by search parties for Daniel Robinson. I know. Yeah, some of them were animal bones. Because there was one report on the Daniel Robinsons where they said they found 6 bodies or even more than that. I was like, whoa, what? And then when I did more research, it turned out to be they found 1 skull and a bunch of bones. So they found technically 1 human remains and then animal remains. But they have definitely found a lot of bones, that's for sure. Then we've got Ryan Larson. Ryan has been missing since May 17th from La Vista, Nebraska. He was last seen wearing blue jeans, Old Navy shirt, black jacket with orange on his shoulders. And he's autistic. So, age 12, hazel eyes, brown hair. Oh, okay. Yeah, Grand Canyon. Yeah, yeah. Well, definitely do some more 411 stories down the road as well, for sure. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he is young, but yeah. Let me look into Lisa Pollock real quick. Let's see. You guys asked a question about her. So, 2 S's. Pollock. Update. You get something when you put in missing. Had the name spelled right? Oh, it's 2 E's. Okay. That's why it's not popping up. Missing, the last contact. This is our Facebook. It's something related to it. God, I hate Facebook. Really? There's not too much. It keeps wanting to pull up this other name. So anyway, I guess I can't find much information on her. Sunshine says, just exposing this is widespread and rampant. Think this has been going on for a very long time, decades or more. Think milk cartons. Oh, let's see. Chris Davis says, I just saw a clip. Child found 3.5 hours from where the Afghan girl Lena was from. Can't find any new info. This is 20 hours. So they found a child, but they don't know if it's Lena. No. Yeah, it don't look like... That's not even her. Why does it put Khan in there? A new lead, still missing, massive search. Volunteers, oh, so they just searched a wooded area for her. So they were doing whatever it takes to find the missing 3-year-old. Today, a group found out in a wooded area on the northwest side, close to where she went missing. Volunteers focused on the wooded area in the medical center, nearly a mile away from the apartment complex where Hill was last seen. Let's see, anything good? I'm a grandmother and a mother. This has been very touching. She has spent years in education. She is from Austin but lives in San Antonio now, and she wants to help in any way she can. So it's the grandmother. So let's see. So, yeah, so it looks like they had a search party today, but it doesn't look like they...
What?
If you're enjoying a beer or two while celebrating the holidays, don't let drunk driving spoil the festivities. Get a designated driver, a cab, or rideshare. A reminder from Budweiser and Silver Eagle
had
Beverages.
a big search with dogs.
Cheers
Surprised how much wooded area. In the, okay. Yeah, let's see
Whatever it takes to find Lena Sadarkil, San Antonians now joining in the massive search for the missing 3-year-old. Today, volunteers combed through wooded areas. Eyewitness News reporter Troy Kless joins us live from the spot where the search started this morning. Troy.
Thank you, Henry. We're about a mile away or so from the apartment complex where Lena Sadarkil was last seen. And in this green belt that you see right behind me is where I walked alongside search teams, again, looking through the brush and trash to find any clues that might lead them to their ultimate goal of trying to find Lena Sadarkil.
Nearly 30 volunteers lining up arm's length apart, going into the brush to find a missing girl.
Oh, wow.
I'm also a grandmother and a mother, so this has really been very touching.
To Irene Guardiola de Leon and others, they felt compelled to do something.
You know, it hits you right in the gut, and you want to do the right thing and be out here and do whatever it takes to find a little girl.
Rosie Phelan lives close by and was one of several volunteers. Walking through brush, checking barrels, looking anywhere a child might be. Veronica Lee works with the group Search and Rescue SATX and says they want to do what they can to help police, but also stay out of their way.
I pray that she's lost, that she's somewhere sitting down near a tree, crying, just waiting for somebody to come help her. I mean, that would be the ideal situation.
Yeah.
Is that we can find her alive.
More eyes on the ground and a dog are being used to track down where Lena could be. San Antonio police say this is still a missing persons case, not an abduction, but it remains puzzling to some.
It's mind-boggling to think, where does a child disappear from such a small area?
Instead of thinking, De Leon feels it's time to act and search for little Lena Sadarkil, who hasn't been seen for 9 days.
I'm hoping that for my own peace of mind, maybe we'll find something, maybe not. But for my own peace of mind to know that I participated and gave a part of myself.
Oh. Wow. What do you guys say? They used horses and scent dog. So that is... Yeah, that is pretty heavily wooded. That's a wooded area northwest side of San Antonio. Huh. Northwest side. I'll have to look that up. maybe on my next video, maybe I'll kind of see what that area looks like. Yeah, it's tough. But yeah, thanks William for sending that request in. Though that's William Batters, are you in that part of the country? Yeah, where are you from, William? Yeah, Melissa says Lena's disappearance is mystifying. It horrifies me. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how fast it's just like that. Lena, this channel was where I first heard of Summer. Chris is gonna find missing kids. I know. Oh, thank you, Lena. I'm gonna try spread awareness, and I wish the platform that I'm using would be a lot easier on me when it comes to covering the Summer Wells case. The problem why I haven't covered it more, unfortunately, is for some reason, and I don't know, I might have fixed it. I don't want to jinx myself, but it seems like every time I would make a video on Summer Wells case, and I'm sure some of you guys know this, is when I post a video, I'd get the comments would turn off constantly on the video, and I couldn't monetize it at all. And I don't really care so much as the monetizing part, but when the comments get turned off and everything, it's where you guys can't share your thoughts and stuff. It gets, I don't know, it got so frustrating. Williams, Chris, perhaps you could do another show on this topic. I'm interested in why artists exaggerate certain features. Yeah, I know, William. I will definitely look into that. That would be a great topic. I thought I had, I had enough material, but I thought I was going to have too much material for today, so I kind of stuck back, but I guess this went a little quicker than I thought it would. I thought it was going to run into about an hour and a half, but we hit the 1 hour mark. But yeah, I'll have to go into it more. So the plan for my next show is to go over, so I've got a video tomorrow, which is the JonBenet Ramsey case. So for those who have not heard it, I'm sure most of you have heard him, but since it's been 25 years, which is ridiculous, and so I'll put a video out. It's come out tomorrow, and then I'll go live after that. So maybe we'll watch that. We can do a chat, and then we can discuss it, and then I'll go live right after. Because there's a lot of theories. Most of them have already been out there, but there's one theory I have with the JonBenet Ramsey case that I've never really heard anybody talk about. Not to say that they haven't, but it's just one theory that I've had that I'd love to share with you guys that I've never heard anybody talk about. Karen says, wonder why YouTube turns comments off videos for missing children, and that happens to others too, Chris. Does it? Okay. Yeah, I kind of get it. I think it's just the algorithm, and because they're trying to protect kids just in case if somebody's putting videos out to exploit them, I guess. But I wish they had a better algorithm to understand, I'm trying to help, not exploit. And I think that's where it kind of conflicts with each other. But yeah, it is frustrating. Yeah, I know it sucks, Sunshine. It's so hard, especially people don't realize how hard it is to talk to you guys live. And it's I have to turn on my YouTube filter, and it's so hard. I just can't have a normal discussion. I can't say certain words, or my video, I can't monetize my video. And if I say certain words, not only is it not going to be monetized, but then the comments get turned off. So it gets kind of frustrating with that. I'm grateful to be where I'm at. And I will use this platform for the greater good. Chris says, Melissa, he was 11 and there was DNA. He was 11, there was DNA evidence. Who's that? Melissa, like I said, I don't want to get too much into it, but yeah, censorship is the norm. I agree. Yeah, I can understand some censorship, but then when you get into cancel culture and stuff, that stuff's, I don't agree with that at all. But, so I'm going to do a video, and then I'll go live after that. And like I said, I've got some really interesting stuff with the John Benet Ramsey. And then, like I said, there's a topic that I've never really heard anybody kind of discuss, and that I would love to discuss with that. Yeah, Karen. Yeah, like I said, it'll be interesting. So, but it looks like we hit the 1 hour mark. So, second non-monetized channel. Oh, TM says second non-monetized channel. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it would just be so tough to have to. Yeah, I get what you're saying though. Man, if I had help and I was doing good from the monetized channel, I would probably do that. That would be a bad idea. But I think, the further you go on, I think they're doing some new stuff, because now YouTube is now kind of letting you pre-rate your videos. So before you post them, that has all these new rating things, and I guess the more accurate you are when you go to post, of what you're saying is actually in that video, the more they'll let you not have to worry about having it reviewed by a manual person. So hopefully that'll fix everything. But like I said, I'm still kind of running into trouble with it, but hopefully it'll get better. But I still think about Summer all the time. And I think with the live shows, we'll kind of dip into it, and I'll the next time I go live, maybe I'll look into if there's anything new. And then same with the newlywed couple. There's really been nothing happening with that, sadly. Karen says, one creator slowly posts and digs down on important details to find missing children. She works hard and is advocating for laws to protect all children. Right on. Oh, thank you, Melissa, for the $4.99. For the super sticker. Thank you so much. Keep it up. So, yeah, I think, let me keep her up here for a minute. Because, yeah, she went missing on Christmas Day. That's terrible. Lady M, Chris, I think you should do a live on Baby Summer. Yeah, I'll so definitely tomorrow we'll do John Benet, just because I got a video, so it'll just kind of go into that. But yeah, I'll do it. I'll definitely put some time off to the side and see what I can dig up, and see if I can look at it some different angles and see if we can figure out something. I like check into Tracy Reeker case. I don't think I've heard of that case. But so yeah, I think that'll do it, guys. It's been 1 hour. I thought I had at least an hour and a half, but that'll work. That'll kind of get me back into it, because like I said, I'm not 100% today. I'm feeling a lot better, and I got tested, no COVID, so that's good. But thank you, Melissa, and thank you, Karen, for your guys' donations. Lady M says, when you have time, I know this YouTuber that has the same issues as you, and he goes live rather than uploads. Yeah, I know. That's the... Yeah, it's like, to be honest with you guys, honestly, I wish I could just make the money off ads in YouTube and not have, you know, that's how, like, once my channel starts going, like, because I feel bad, like, going live and having to do donations and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I appreciate it, but it's just like, I'd rather just have YouTube, you know, pay me and then just, you know, but I really do appreciate you guys' support. But William says, thank you, Chris, in chat. Wonderful program. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll do it again tomorrow night. Probably same time. Maybe one more, maybe 6 o'clock. But or an hour earlier than than today. So, thank you, Karen. Doug Live tried interviewing him, but he fled. Huh. Oh, no. Oh, thank you, Ginger. Yeah, Doug. That little Doug, yeah, he is funny. I'll give him credit. I shouted out his channel a bunch of times. I kind of tease him with my friends because I'm like, man, I was because I think my channel started before his. Then I remember I shouted out his channel a couple of times. I swear, like, his channel all just sudden kind of like blew up, and I'm like, talking to my friends, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have to talk to Doug about getting a little piece of that pie he's getting. But no, Doug is a good guy. He's funny. And yeah, so. But I guess what my friends say is I shouldn't shout out any more challenges now. But yeah. All right, you guys. So that'll do it for tonight. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps out the stream. And I appreciate you guys listening to me for an hour. And thank you guys so much for the donations. You guys have a great night, and I love you all.